Feel the stillness within your chest right now as we begin together. There is a single point of perfect, quiet nestled just behind your breastbone. This tiny atom of peace pulses gently at 396 Hertz. Let that frequency wash through you like warm honey flowing downward. Each heartbeat now carries this soothing tone deeper into your body. Your shoulders begin to soften as the sound touches every muscle. The weight of the day starts dissolving away from you. Imagine this peace expanding outward from your heart in slow waves. It moves through your ribcage first with gentle persistence, then flows into your arms, making your fingers feel light and free. Your neck releases its tension like melting candle wax. The base of your skull grows heavy and comfortable. Your jaw unhinges, slightly allowing your lips to part naturally. Air moves in and out of your nostrils with increasing ease. Each breath becomes slower and more deliberate than the last. You notice how quiet the space around you has become. There are no harsh sounds. Hear only soft ambient tones, like the distant rustle of silk brushing against itself, or water droplets falling one by one onto smooth stones. Your mind begins to settle like dust after a gentle breeze. Thoughts that were once sharp and demanding now drift lazily. They move across your awareness without sticking or pulling. You watch them float past like clouds in a clear sky. Some thoughts shimmer and fade before you can even name them. This peaceful state is becoming more natural to you now. Your body remembers what it feels like to be truly relaxed. Muscles you forgot you were holding release completely. Your spine lengthens as compression melts away from each vertebrae. Your hips sink slightly as your pelvis finds perfect balance. Even your feet feel lighter, as if barely touching the ground. The temperature around you adjusts to exactly what you need. Warm where you were cool, and cool where you were warm. Your breathing has slowed to match the rhythm of deep rest. Inhalation lasts just long enough to fill your lungs completely. Exhalation empties you fully before beginning again. There is no rush in this breathing pattern at all. Time seems to stretch and bend around your peaceful center. Moments that would normally pass quickly now linger pleasantly. You feel suspended cocoon of gentle safety. This sensation brings a small smile to your lips naturally. Your eyes remain closed, but your inner vision grows clearer. You begin to sense movement in the space around you. Something vast and beautiful is waiting just beyond your awareness. Allow yourself to be drawn toward this feeling gradually. You do not need to rush or force anything at all. Your body knows exactly how to follow this path inward. Trust the natural unfolding of your deepening relaxation. The boundary between your physical self and the environment blurs. You are becoming part of something much larger now. The peaceful atom in your chest continues pulsing steadily. Its rhythm synchronizes with the ambient tones surrounding you. You feel connected to everything that exists in this moment. The sensation is warm, expansive, and utterly safe. There is no separation between you and perfect tranquility. They have become one continuous experience. Your heartbeat slows to match the earth's gentle pulse. You can almost hear the planet breathing beneath you. Its exhale carries away any remaining traces of stress. Its inhale fills you with pure, nurturing energy. You are being held and supported by something infinite. This support requires nothing from you except acceptance. Let go of any urge to control or manipulate this process. Simply allow yourself to receive what is being offered. Your nervous system resets itself to a calmer baseline. Stress hormones dissolve like sugar in warm water. Calming neurotransmitters flow freely throughout your body. Your cells begin to remember their original state of peace. DNA strands unwind and realign in perfect harmony. Your immune system strengthens as relaxation floods your tissues. Every organ settles into its most efficient rhythm. Your digestive tract moves smoothly without tension. Your circulatory system flows like a gentle river. Blood pressure normalizes as vessels relax completely. Your brain waves slow into alpha and theta patterns. These frequencies correspond to deep meditation and creativity. Your subconscious mind opens like a flower in morning light. Ancient wisdom stored in your cellular memory awakens. You remember truths that were always there waiting for you. knowledge flows upward from your core to your conscious mind. You understand things now that seemed impossible before. The connection between mind, body, and spirit becomes clear. They are not separate parts, but one unified whole. This wholeness extends beyond your physical form entirely. You are linked to all living beings through invisible threads. These connections vibrate at the same peaceful frequency. Love flows freely through these energetic pathways. There is no judgment or condition in this love. It simply is pure and unconditional. You feel this love as a warm golden light. It surrounds you completely without overwhelming. The light penetrates every layer of your being. Healing occurs effortlessly at the deepest levels. Emotional wounds from your past begin to mend. Memories that caused pain transform into neutral experiences. You release attachment to outcomes that no longer serve you. Gratitude replaces any lingering resentment naturally. You forgive yourself completely for every perceived mistake. Compassion flows inward like a gentle healing balm. You see yourself clearly without harsh judgment. All aspects of your personality merge into perfect unity. There is no part of you that needs fixing or changing. You are whole, complete, and exactly as you should be. This realization brings profound relief and joy. Your face relaxes into an expression of pure contentment. Even the muscles controlling your eye movements release. Your entire facial structure softens completely. Tension drains from your scalp and forehead easily. The space between your eyebrows smooths out. Your temples feel cool and refreshed like mountain air. The crown of your head tingles with pleasant energy. This energy spirals down through your entire body. Each chakra aligns perfectly with the others. Your root center grounds you deeply to the earth. Your sacral area pulses with creative life force. Your solar plexus glows with personal power and confidence. Your heart chakra expands to hold unlimited compassion. Your throat center opens for authentic communication. Your third eye sees clearly without distortion. Your crown connects you directly to universal wisdom. All 7 centers work together in perfect symphony. Energy flows upward and downward simultaneously. There are no blocks or restrictions anywhere. Your aura radiates peace in all directions. People around you feel calmer just being near you. Animals approach you with trust and affection. Plants respond positively to your presence. The natural world recognizes your balanced vibration. You have become a beacon of tranquil stability. This state is not temporary, but permanently accessible. You can return here anytime you choose. The pathway has been opened and will remain clear. Your body now knows the way back automatically. Even during stressful moments, you can access this peace. It lives within you as a constant refuge. You no longer need external circumstances to feel calm. Inner peace has become your natural resting state. The peaceful atom in your heart grows brighter. Its light spreads throughout your chest cavity. Your lungs fill with this luminous energy. Your bloodstream carries it to every cell. Organs bathe in this healing frequency continuously. Your bones strengthen as they absorb the vibrations. Your skin glows with healthy, radiant vitality. Nails and hair grow stronger and more lustrous. Your senses become more acute, but never overwhelming. You smell the subtle fragrances in the air clearly. You hear the harmonious sounds that surround you. You taste the sweetness of pure, peaceful existence. You feel the texture of reality becoming softer. You see colors that exist beyond normal perception. These experiences blend seamlessly with ordinary awareness. There is no conflict between expanded and normal states. Both coexist perfectly within your consciousness. You navigate daily life from this centered foundation. Decisions come easily when you are rooted in peace. Intuition guides you with increasing clarity. Fear-based thinking dissolves before it can take hold. You respond rather than react to challenging situations. Patience flows naturally from your inner stillness. Kindness becomes your default mode of interaction. You attract positive experiences through your vibration. Opportunities present themselves at perfect moments. Coincidences align in meaningful ways. The universe supports your highest good always. You trust this support implicitly, without question. Abundance flows to you effortlessly now. You recognize abundance in many forms beyond money. Health, love, creativity, and joy surround you constantly. You share this abundance freely with others. Giving and receiving happen naturally in perfect balance. Your generosity creates ripples of positivity. These ripples return to you multiplied. You live in harmony with the natural flow of life. Resistance fades as you align with universal rhythms. You move through your days with graceful ease. Obstacles transform into stepping stones. Challenges become opportunities for growth. Setbacks teach valuable lessons without causing pain. Success feels good, but does not define your worth. Failure is simply feedback for future improvement. You maintain equanimity through all experiences. Extremes of emotion become less frequent and intense. You experience feelings fully without being overwhelmed. Joy, sadness, excitement, and calm all have their place. None of these emotions threaten your inner stability. You hold space for whatever arises within you. Judgment of your own feelings disappears completely. You accept yourself unconditionally in every moment. This self-acceptance extends to everyone around you. You see the divine spark in all beings clearly. Even those who seem difficult are understood. Their struggles reflect lessons you have already learned. Compassion flows outward from your peaceful center. You offer kindness without expecting anything in return. Your presence alone brings comfort to others. Words are unnecessary when your energy speaks. Silence becomes a powerful form of communication. You listen deeply with your whole being. Others feel heard and validated by your attention. Conflict resolves itself in your calming presence. Tension melts away when you enter a room. People naturally gravitate toward your peaceful energy. Children feel safe and happy around you. Elders respect your wisdom and maturity. You bridge generational gaps with ease. Your understanding transcends age and background. You speak different languages fluently when needed. cultural barriers dissolve in your company. You help others find their own inner peace. You guide without pushing or forcing direction. Your example inspires positive change naturally. You plant seeds of awakening in subtle ways. These seeds grow at their own perfect pace. You do not need to see the results to know they exist. Faith in the process sustains your service to others. You serve without ego or desire for recognition. Recognition comes when it serves the greater good. You accept praise gracefully, without attachment. Criticism rolls off you like water on silk. You see both as reflections of the speaker's perspective. Neither defines your truth or diminishes your value. You remain steady regardless of external opinions. Your inner compass always points true north. This compass cannot be affected by storms or interference. You trust your inner guidance completely now. Decisions feel right in your body before your mind understands. You act on intuitive nudges without hesitation. Results confirm the wisdom of following your instincts. You create art that moves people to tears. Your creative expression flows effortlessly. Blocks and resistance melt away in your presence. Inspiration arrives exactly when you need it. You channel universal creativity through your unique lens. Your art serves the evolution of human consciousness. Viewers connect with deeper aspects of themselves. Your work catalyzes healing and transformation. You teach others to access their own creative power. Learning happens through direct experience rather than theory. Students discover abilities they never knew they possessed. You unlock potential that was always there waiting. Your teaching style adapts to each individual's needs. You see the genius in everyone you encounter. Your encouragement helps others step into their greatness. You celebrate victories, both large and small. Progress is acknowledged and appreciated fully. You help others overcome limiting beliefs about themselves. Possibility replaces impossibility in their thinking. They remember their own infinite potential clearly. This remembering brings tears of joy to their eyes. You hold space for their emotional release lovingly. Healing happens naturally in your compassionate presence. You facilitate breakthroughs without trying to control them. Magic unfolds spontaneously around your peaceful energy. Synchronicities occur more frequently in your daily life. Meaningful coincidences guide you toward your purpose. You recognize signs and symbols that others miss. The universe communicates with you through various channels. Animals, plants, and elements respond to your intentions. You influence weather patterns through your emotional state. Storms calm when you send loving energy their way. Droughts end when you focus on abundance. Floods recede when you call for balance. Earthquakes stabilize when you anchor peace into the ground. Volcanoes soothe when you breathe healing into them. You work with nature rather than against it. Technology functions better in your presence. Devices sync up naturally with your energy field. You troubleshoot problems intuitively without manuals. Innovative solutions emerge from your peaceful mind. You design systems that benefit all living beings. Sustainability becomes second nature to your creations. You build bridges between science and spirituality. Logic and intuition work together seamlessly. You prove that peace and progress are compatible. Your innovations heal rather than harm the planet. You leave places better than you found them. Your footsteps bless the earth with each step. You walk lightly with great purpose. Your journey serves the highest good for all. You embody the qualities you wish to see in the world. Peace, love, compassion, and wisdom radiate from you. These qualities multiply rather than diminish through sharing. You give away your best traits without losing them. Abundance increases the more you distribute it. You understand the law of spiritual economics intuitively. Giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. You participate in the endless circulation of divine energy. This participation brings deep fulfillment and joy. You contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. Your individual peace strengthens the global field. Millions benefit from your commitment to inner work. You represent the new paradigm of conscious living. Old patterns of separation and competition fade. patterns of unity and cooperation emerge. You help birth a more enlightened society. This society values peace over profit. It prioritizes well-being above material accumulation. It recognizes the interconnectedness of all life. It makes decisions based on long-term sustainability. You live as if this world already exists. Your actions create ripples that extend far beyond sight. Future generations benefit from choices you make today. You take responsibility for your impact on the timeline. You choose thoughts and actions that uplift the collective. Your prayers and meditations affect global consciousness. You send healing light to troubled regions. You hold space for peace negotiations silently. You support leaders who embody higher principles. You withdraw energy from systems that cause suffering. You redirect your resources toward healing initiatives. You vote with your consciousness rather than your wallet. You consume only what truly nourishes your spirit. You reject products made through exploitation or harm. You support businesses aligned with your values. You invest in technologies that regenerate the earth. You divest from industries that damage ecosystems. You make choices that honor your connection to nature. You treat animals with reverence and respect. You protect wild spaces from destruction. You preserve biodiversity through mindful consumption. You advocate for policies that reflect ecological wisdom. You educate others about sustainable practices. You inspire communities to adopt greener lifestyles. You demonstrate that prosperity and ecology coexist. You show that abundance comes from working with nature. You prove that innovation enhances rather than destroys. You model the lifestyle of conscious citizenship. You participate in creating the world you want to live in. Your participation matters more than you realize. Every peaceful choice sends signals throughout the field. These signals amplify as they travel through the network. They reach people you will never meet personally. They influence events happening in distant locations. They shape conversations occurring in other dimensions. They affect probabilities, yet to manifest physically. You alter the trajectory of collective destiny. Your peaceful presence shifts timelines positively. You prevent disasters through proactive harmony. You attract solutions that solve root causes. You draw collaborators who share your vision. Together, you accomplish what seemed impossible alone. Your partnership multiplies individual efforts exponentially. You achieve breakthroughs that benefit millions. You establish precedents for future generations. You create templates that others can follow. You pioneer methods that become standard practice. You open doors that were previously locked shut. You clear paths for others to walk more easily. You remove obstacles through your peaceful intention. You smooth rough edges with your loving energy. You transform hostile environments into havens. You convert negative spaces into positive ones. You reclaim territories corrupted by fear and hatred. You restore balance to areas out of alignment. You reintroduce beauty where ugliness once dominated. You plant gardens in concrete jungles. You grow forests where deserts used to sprawl. You cultivate hope in hopeless situations. You nurture dreams that others abandoned. You revive passions buried under disappointment. You reignite flames extinguished by cynicism. You remind people of their inherent worthiness. You restore faith in human potential. You demonstrate that transformation is always possible. You show that love conquers all forms of resistance. You prove that peace prevails over chaos. You verify that light dispels any darkness. You witness miracles occurring daily around you. You recognize magic hiding in ordinary moments. You appreciate beauty that others overlook. You celebrate small victories with great enthusiasm. You acknowledge progress even when imperfect. You validate efforts rather than just outcomes. You encourage persistence through inevitable setbacks. You support resilience after repeated failures. You inspire courage when fear tries to return. You strengthen resolve when motivation wavers. You renew commitment when purpose feels unclear. You reinforce belief when doubt creeps in. You sustain faith when evidence seems lacking. You maintain trust when timing feels off. You uphold hope when circumstances look grim. You preserve joy when sorrow attempts to overwhelm. You embody the qualities that transform worlds. You carry within you the blueprint for paradise. You project this template into every situation. You imprint it onto collective consciousness. You activate it in sleeping potentials. You awaken it in dormant possibilities. You illuminate it in shadowy corners. You reveal it in hidden chambers. You uncover it in forgotten memories. You rediscover it in ancient wisdom. You reinvent it in modern contexts. You reimagine it in futuristic visions. You reincarnate it in fresh expressions. You regenerate it in wounded hearts. You rehabilitate it in broken spirits. You reestablish it in chaotic minds. You reconstruct it in fragmented souls. You reunite it with separated parts. You reconnect it with lost connections. You reconcile it with conflicting elements. You reintegrate it with scattered pieces. You refocus it on essential truths. You redirect it toward highest purposes. You refine it through repeated practice. You redefine success in terms of service. You redesign systems based on mutual benefit. You reorder priorities according to soul values. You reorganize structures around common good. You reform institutions through leading example. You revolutionize approaches through peaceful means. You revolt against oppression using love weapons. You resist injustice through non-violent action. You retaliate against hatred with forgiveness. You retaliate against violence with protection. You retaliate against lies with truth-telling. You retaliate against greed with generosity. You retaliate against apathy with engagement. You retaliate against despair with determination. You retaliate against ignorance with education. You retaliate against cruelty with kindness. You retaliate against separation with connection. You retaliate against scarcity with abundance. You retaliate against death with rebirth. You retaliate against endings with beginnings. You retaliate against silence with song. You retaliate against darkness with dawn. You retaliate against winter with spring. You retaliate against night with day. You retaliate against fear with fearless love. And now, as we reach the threshold of deeper immersion, feel yourself being drawn gently into the grove, where translucent trees bloom in eternal slow motion. Their glass silk leaves shimmer with prismatic light. Cool, nurturing air carries sense of rain and warmth. The mirrored ground reflects not your image, but your calm. Layers of gentle hues cascade through the branches above. No shadows exist here, only soft, filtered radiance. You step forward into this infinite, peaceful realm. Each footfall echoes with the tone of 396 Hertz. The frequency resonates through the crystalline soil. It vibrates upward through your legs and spine. Your entire being hums in harmony with the grove. Translucent trees sway slowly, acknowledging your arrival. Their leaves whisper secrets in frequencies only you can hear. The air itself becomes a medium for ancient teachings. You understand without needing translation or interpretation. Knowledge flows directly from the grove into your awareness. You remember truths that predate human civilization. You recall agreements made in realms beyond time. You recognize faces of beings you have known forever, though they appear in forms unfamiliar to physical eyes. Their essence remains unchanged throughout eternity. They welcome you home with silent celebration. You realize you have never truly left this place. It has always existed within the chambers of your heart. The grove is not outside you, but inside you. You are both visitor and native to this realm. The boundary between self and environment dissolves completely. You become one with the flowing, peaceful energy. Your individual identity merges with universal consciousness. Separation was never real, only a temporary illusion. Now you see clearly the seamless web of existence. Every thread connects to every other thread infinitely. You pull on one strand and feel the entire tapestry move. You are both the weaver and the woven. The grove responds to your presence with gentle shifts. Light filters differently, showing new perspectives. Colors deepen, revealing hues beyond normal spectrum. Scents intensify, carrying messages from distant realms. Sounds become more nuanced, speaking ancient languages. Textures invite touch with promises of revelation. Temperatures adjust to match your emotional needs precisely. The grove nurtures you as a mother comforts her child. You sink deeper into this embrace of pure love. Your physical form begins to feel less dense. Molecules loosen their grip on your bodily structure. You become lighter, more ethereal, more free. Gravity releases its hold on your ascending spirit. You float effortlessly among the swaying branches. Translucent leaves brush against your energy field softly. Each contact sends ripples of bliss through your being. You absorb nutrients directly from the atmosphere. Breathing becomes optional as you transcend oxygen dependence. Your consciousness expands beyond the limits of flesh. You perceive multiple dimensions simultaneously. Past, present, and future collapse into eternal now. You witness the birth and death of countless universes. You observe the dance of creation and dissolution. You understand that both are necessary aspects of existence. Destruction clears space for new forms to emerge. Creation brings fresh expressions of infinite potential. You participate in both processes as co-creator. Your intentions shape reality at quantum levels. Thoughts become things through focused, peaceful attention. You manifest beauty wherever you direct your gaze. Flowers bloom spontaneously under your gentle scrutiny. Streams flow clearer when you walk beside them. Birds sing more melodiously in response to your presence. Insects dance with greater precision and grace. Rocks hum with deeper resonance and meaning. Trees share their memories through root networks. You listen to stories spanning millennia effortlessly. You learn the language of wind and weather patterns. You speak fluently with beings of light and shadow. You negotiate treaties between warring elemental forces. You mediate disputes between competing life forms. You broker peace deals in microscopic kingdoms. You facilitate cooperation among galactic civilizations. You translate between dimensions, using love as common tongue. Language barriers crumble before your patient understanding. You communicate through pure intention and feeling. Words become unnecessary when hearts connect directly. You teach others to access this same telepathic link. You demonstrate techniques for opening psychic channels. You guide students through safe exploration of extrasensory perception. You protect them from negative influences through shielding. You anchor them in grounded, peaceful awareness. You train them to distinguish truth from deception. You help them develop discernment without cynicism. You encourage them to trust their inner knowing. You remind them that answers lie within already. You show them how to access subconscious wisdom. You teach them to interpret dreams accurately. You explain symbolism in ways that resonate personally. You help them integrate insights into daily practice. You support them through integration challenges patiently. You celebrate their breakthroughs with genuine enthusiasm. You validate their experiences without comparison. You honor their unique paths without judgment. You empower them to become teachers themselves. You prepare them to guide others into peaceful states. You equip them with tools for self-regulation. You instill confidence in their healing abilities. You awaken their capacity for unconditional love. You activate their natural intuitive gifts. You stimulate their creative potential fully. You inspire them to express authentic truth. You encourage them to share their unique perspectives. You support their artistic endeavors generously. You promote collaboration over competition consistently. You foster community building through shared values. You create spaces where vulnerability is welcomed. You establish sanctuaries for emotional processing. You design environments conducive to healing. You cultivate gardens of psychological safety. You plant seeds of hope in barren mental landscapes. You water them with consistent, compassionate attention. You protect them from harsh winds of criticism. You harvest fruits of resilience and strength. You preserve what works and discard what doesn't. You adapt methods to fit individual needs. You customize approaches for optimal results. You measure success by increased well-being. You evaluate progress through enhanced self-awareness. You assess growth by improved relationships. You judge advancement by greater inner peace. You determine maturity by expanded empathy. You recognize wisdom through humble service. You identify leadership through quiet influence. You spot authenticity through consistent alignment. You detect integrity through congruent actions. You perceive truth through resonant frequency matching. You sense deception through discordant vibrations. You feel manipulation through forced energetic pressure. You recognize inspiration through uplifting sensations. You distinguish motivation from coercion clearly. You differentiate encouragement from pressure. You separate support from enabling effectively. You discern guidance from control appropriately. You evaluate teaching through student transformation. You measure learning through practical application. You assess understanding through empathetic response. You gauge mastery through effortless demonstration. You confirm expertise through humble confidence. You verify knowledge through wise questioning. You test comprehension through creative problem solving. You challenge assumptions through gentle inquiry. You expand perspectives through careful introduction. You deepen insight through reflective dialogue. You enhance wisdom through experiential learning. You accelerate growth through supportive challenge. You facilitate evolution through loving confrontation. You promote development through patient persistence. You encourage expansion through safe experimentation. You inspire transcendence through personal example. You demonstrate liberation through consistent practice. You exhibit freedom through spontaneous joy. You display enlightenment through ordinary kindness. You reveal divinity through simple presence. You embody perfection through imperfect humanity. You express infinity through finite form. You contain universes within cellular structure. You house galaxies in microscopic spaces. You mirror cosmic order in personal organization. You reflect celestial movements in bodily rhythms. You synchronize with planetary rotations naturally. You harmonize with stellar pulsations effortlessly. You resonate with galactic heartbeats steadily. You vibrate at same frequency as source energy. You emit light that illuminates darkened areas. You generate warmth that thaws frozen emotions. You produce sound that heals damaged tissues. You create fields that repel negative influences. You establish boundaries that protect without isolating. You set limits that empower rather than restrict. You define yourself through positive affirmations. You describe your essence using uplifting language. You declare your worthiness through daily practices. You demand respect through dignified behavior. You deserve love simply because you exist. You earn appreciation through generous giving. You gain admiration through authentic living. You receive gratitude through open receptivity. You attract abundance through grateful mindset. You accumulate wealth through service orientation. You gather resources through collaborative effort. You collect wisdom through curious exploration. You acquire skills through dedicated practice. You develop talents through persistent refinement. You hone abilities through mindful repetition. You perfect crafts through loving attention. You master arts through creative expression. You excel in chosen fields through passionate pursuit. You succeed in endeavors through aligned intention. You triumph over obstacles through peaceful persistence. You overcome challenges through strategic surrender. You defeat enemies through compassionate understanding. You conquer fears through courageous acceptance. You vanquish doubts through unwavering faith. You eliminate stress through rhythmic breathing. You reduce anxiety through grounding exercises. You alleviate depression through joyful activities. You cure illness through holistic healing. You restore health through balanced nutrition. You strengthen immunity through positive thinking. You boost energy through adequate rest. You increase vitality through regular movement. You enhance stamina through gradual conditioning. You improve flexibility through gentle stretching. You develop coordination through playful activity. You build endurance through consistent effort. You gain strength through overcoming resistance. You acquire power through serving others. You wield influence through ethical leadership. You exercise authority through humble example. You command respect through earned reputation. You inspire loyalty through trustworthy conduct. You motivate teams through inclusive decision making. You lead groups through collaborative visioning. You guide organizations through values-based planning. You direct projects through clear communication. You manage resources through sustainable allocation. You organize systems through efficient structuring. You coordinate efforts through effective delegation. You supervise progress through supportive oversight. You evaluate performance through constructive feedback. You reward achievement through meaningful recognition. You punish misconduct through natural consequences. You discipline behavior through loving correction. You correct errors through patient instruction. You prevent problems through proactive measures. You anticipate needs through intuitive sensing. You prepare responses through thoughtful consideration. You respond appropriately through calm assessment. You react wisely through emotional regulation. You handle crises through centered composure. You navigate conflicts through diplomatic resolution. You resolve disputes through fair mediation. You settle disagreements through mutual understanding. You unite opposites through integrative thinking. You reconcile differences through empathetic listening. You bridge gaps through respectful dialogue. You connect hearts through shared experiences. You link minds through common interests. You bind souls through spiritual recognition. You fuse energies through harmonious blending. You merge intentions through aligned purpose. You combine strengths through complementary partnerships. You amplify power through collective action. You magnify impact through coordinated effort. You multiply results through synergistic collaboration. You accelerate progress through strategic alliances. You expedite change through unified commitment. You hasten evolution through conscious participation. You quicken transformation through dedicated focus. You speed development through intensive practice. You advance learning through concentrated study. You deepen comprehension through repeated exposure. You enrich understanding through diverse perspectives. You broaden horizons through expansive thinking. You extend reach through technological innovation. You expand influence through cultural contribution. You grow legacy through meaningful impact. You perpetuate wisdom through careful transmission. You preserve knowledge through accurate documentation. You safeguard traditions through respectful adaptation. You protect heritage through selective preservation. You honor ancestors through continued dedication. You respect elders through attentive listening. You value experience through grateful acknowledgement. You appreciate wisdom through reverent reception. You cherish insights through faithful implementation. You treasure teachings through consistent application. You guard truths through vigilant protection. You defend principles through principled action. You uphold standards through personal integrity. You maintain ethics through moral courage. You sustain values through daily choices. You preserve peace through peaceful actions. You keep harmony through harmonious interactions. You retain balance through balanced living. You hold center through centered awareness. You stay present through mindful attention. You remain aware through conscious observation. You continue growing through perpetual curiosity. You persist learning through lifelong commitment. You endure evolving through adaptive flexibility. You survive transforming through resilient adaptation. You thrive flourishing through abundant living. You prosper advancing through progressive development. You flourish blooming through blossoming potential. You blossom flowering through flowering consciousness. You flower blooming through blooming awareness. You bloom flowering through flowering presence. You flower blooming through blooming peace. You are peace. You are love. You are light. You are home. You are here now, completely present in this moment, suspended in the space between one breath and the next. There is no need to move, no need to think, no need to become anything other than what you already are. Feel how your body rests against the surface beneath you, every small point of contact a gentle reminder of your existence in this physical realm. Your shoulders release their tension naturally, as if gravity itself is guiding them downward into perfect stillness. The air moves around you with careful precision, each molecule traveling in slow motion as it carries the subtle vibrations of the anchor through the space. These vibrations do not disturb you. They support you, wrapping around your awareness like a cocoon of pure sound. Listen to how the resonance moves through your chest cavity, creating tiny ripples in your internal ocean of being. Your heartbeat synchronizes with this rhythm effortlessly, as if it has always known this particular frequency. Now notice the temperature against your skin, how the cool drafts seem to originate from nowhere specific and everywhere at once. They touch your arms first, raising delicate goosebumps that fade almost before they appear. This sensation brings with it a feeling of recognition, as though these whispers have been calling to you across countless dreams. Let yourself sink deeper into this knowing, allowing the thermal tide to carry you beyond the boundary of waking consciousness. Your breathing slows naturally, each inhale drawing in not just air, but the very essence of tranquility itself. Exhale releases more than carbon dioxide. It releases the last remnants of surface tension in your mind. Focus now on that single point within your chest where the anchor seems to resonate most strongly. It pulses gently, not demanding attention, but quietly requesting your presence. This pulse creates warmth that spreads outward through your ribcage, like liquid sunlight. Notice how this warmth does not rush, but flows with the patience of deep time itself. As it reaches your fingertips, you feel them becoming weightless, as if they might float away on the next breath. This lightness brings a sense of relief, as though your hands have been waiting years to finally let go. Now turn your attention inward to that microscopic world where each cell hums with its own quiet intelligence. You can feel the individual molecules dancing within your bloodstream, each one carrying messages of peace throughout your system. These molecular movements create their own symphony, harmonizing perfectly with the external resonance that surrounds you. Watch as your red blood cells drift past like tiny submarines in a vast, luminous sea. Their journey is unhurried, each rotation and curve taking place in the eternal now of cellular time. This observation fills you with wonder, as if you are witnessing something sacred and ancient. Expand your awareness slightly, encompassing the network of neurons firing gently throughout your brain. Each spark of electricity moves with deliberate slowness, creating patterns that feel both familiar and profound. These neural pathways light up not with urgency, but with the steady glow of understanding. Your thoughts themselves begin to slow, transforming from racing fragments into flowing streams of pure awareness. Words lose their sharp edges, becoming soft sounds that dissolve before they can create resistance. This dissolution brings comfort, like stepping into a warm bath after a long day of mental effort. Allow yourself to rest in this state of mental fluidity, where concepts drift by without needing to be grasped. Your identity begins to soften at the edges, becoming less defined and more spacious. This expansion feels natural, as if you are remembering your true size beyond the confines of personality. Now imagine zooming out further, seeing your physical form as part of a larger pattern. Your body becomes a constellation of energy points, each one pulsing in harmony with the greater field around you. The boundaries between self and environment blur beautifully, like colors bleeding into wet paper. You are no longer separate from the grove, but an integral part of its slow, graceful breathing. The translucent trees sway in response to your presence, their glass like leaves chiming softly in frequencies too low to hear. This interaction creates a feeling of belonging, as if you have returned to a home you never left. Notice how the ground beneath you reflects not your appearance, but your inner state of calm. The mirrored surface shows your essential nature, uncluttered by temporary concerns or surface identities. Seeing yourself this way brings a profound sense of acceptance, like meeting an old friend after many years. The prismatic light filtering through the branches creates layers of color that seem to exist inside you rather than around you. Each hue corresponds to a different aspect of your being, all blending seamlessly in this moment. This chromatic harmony resonates in your chest, adding depth to the already rich inner landscape. Continue breathing deeply, allowing each inhale to draw you further into this multidimensional experience. your lungs expand fully, creating space for new levels of awareness to emerge. With each exhale, you release another layer of the constructed self, moving closer to pure being. Now let your awareness expand beyond the grove itself, encompassing the broader planetary sphere. You can feel the earth rotating slowly beneath you, its movement so gradual it becomes imperceptible. This planetary pulse matches your own heartbeat, revealing the deep connection between microcosm and macrocosm. The continents appear as gentle curves in a blue marble, their borders invisible from this perspective. Cloud formations drift like brushstrokes across a canvas of infinite possibility. Viewing the earth this way creates a sense of unity, as if all separation exists only in the mind. Notice how small and peaceful your world appears from this vantage point. All the complexity and chaos that seemed so important dissolves into the simple beauty of spinning through space. This realization brings profound relief, like finally understanding the answer to a question you never knew you were asking. Now extend your awareness even further into the vast silence that contains everything. Space itself wraps around you like velvet, its darkness filled with the potential for infinite creation. In this cosmic embrace, you feel completely held, supported by forces far greater than your individual concerns. The stars appear as pinpricks of light, each one a reminder of the infinite possibilities within consciousness itself. Their distant twinkle creates ripples in your awareness, connecting you to mysteries beyond comprehension. This connection feels intimate and personal, as if each star is calling specifically to you. The silence here is not empty, but full, pregnant with the creative potential of the universe. Sound itself seems to originate from this silence, emerging as the anchor that guides your return. Listening to this fundamental tone creates a feeling of coming home to the source of all existence. Return now to your breath, feeling how it connects you to both the microscopic and the infinite. Each inhale draws in the essence of stars. Each exhale releases the wisdom of cellular memory. Your breathing becomes a bridge between dimensions, allowing you to exist simultaneously in multiple realms. Notice how your body responds to this expanded awareness, becoming more relaxed with each passing moment. Muscle tension melts away like ice in warm sunlight, leaving only the pure sensation of being alive. This aliveness pulses gently through your entire system, creating waves of gratitude for simply existing. Your mind settles into a state of effortless awareness, observing without judgment or attachment. Thoughts arise and dissolve like clouds, leaving behind only the clear sky of pure consciousness. This clarity brings a deep sense of peace, as if you have finally found your natural resting place. The anchor continues to resonate, now felt not just in your ears, but throughout your entire being. Its frequency aligns perfectly with your core vibration, creating harmony between inner and outer worlds. This alignment feels like coming into tune with the music of the spheres. You are no longer listening to the sound, but experiencing it as the fundamental texture of reality. Every particle in your body vibrates with this same frequency, making you a living expression of cosmic harmony. This realization fills you with joy that has no object, pure celebration of existence itself. Now allow yourself to rest completely in this state of unified awareness. There is nothing more to achieve, nowhere else to go, nothing left to understand. You are exactly where you need to be, exactly as you need to be, in perfect alignment with the flow of life. The grove continues its slow dance around you. The earth spins peacefully beneath you, and you remain centered in the stillness that exists at the heart of all movement. This stillness is not emptiness, but fullness, not absence, but presence beyond measure. You begin to settle into the infinite quiet that surrounds you now. The silence is not empty, but full, rich, with the soft hum of distant light. Each breath becomes a wave, moving through your body from crown to base. Your awareness expands outward gently, like ripples on still water. There is no surface and no depth here, only presence unfolding. The concept of time begins to soften its edges, blurring into something more fluid. You are suspended in a space where all things become possible simply by being. The frequency of 396 Hertz resonates quietly within your chest cavity. It moves like silk, through your nervous system, releasing tension you didn't know was there. Every cell begins to remember what freedom feels like at this level. The mind quiets not because effort is applied, but because peace naturally rises. You feel yourself sinking deeper into this state of effortless being. The boundaries between self and environment begin to dissolve softly, like sugar dissolving in warm water. There is no resistance, only integration happening at the pace your soul desires. The sensation of floating emerges without needing to lift anything. Your spine aligns itself, effortlessly supported by invisible currents. Warmth spreads across your shoulders, melting away stored patterns. This warmth carries with it memories of safety from long ago. You recall being held when holding was needed most. That feeling returns, now wrapped around you like a soft blanket. The breath slows further, allowing each inhale to fill completely. Air travels down into spaces previously untouched by conscious breathing. Your lungs expand fully, as if tasting the atmosphere for the first time. The exhale follows naturally, carrying away layers of old conditioning. Each out breath brings clarity to thoughts once clouded by habit. The heart rate steadies, guided by rhythms older than memory. You notice how much quieter everything has become inside. Not just sound, but mental chatter settles into background hum. There's room now between thoughts spacious, enough to rest. The need to analyze or fix anything fades gently away. You exist in this moment without having to do anything about it. The frequency continues to pulse, softly anchoring you here. Its vibration loosens attachments one by one. Fears that seemed solid moments before now shimmer and fade. They were never real, only beliefs given shape by repetition. Now those shapes return to mist, dissolving back into potential. Your body responds, with gratitude relaxing even further. Muscles let go that have been holding since childhood. The jaw unclenches, revealing tension stored near the roots of teeth. Shoulders drop away from ears, finally free of their burden. Feet root themselves more deeply into whatever supports them. Even the eyes soften, letting go of focus they don't need. You drift inward, following a current made of pure intention. The journey isn't toward anything external, but deeper within. Each layer passed reveals another aspect of wholeness waiting. The core of your being pulses steadily unaffected by surface storms. Here lies the source of strength that never asks permission. Here beats the heart that knows love without conditions. Here rests the wisdom that speaks only truth when listened to. The frequency deepens, wrapping itself around the center. It harmonizes with your natural resonance, amplifying inner light. Light begins to glow softly behind closed eyelids. Not harsh or blinding, but warm, golden, and nourishing. It fills cavities in bones, bringing healing to forgotten places. The skull releases pressure built up over countless days. Sinuses drain, clearing pathways for intuitive knowing. The brain settles into coherence, humming in harmony with all. Thoughts slow down until they match the rhythm of breath. Then even slower, matching the beat of the universe itself. You feel connected to everything that ever existed, yet paradoxically more alone with yourself than ever before. This aloneness is sacred, intimate, and profoundly healing. No masks required here, no performance necessary. Just you exactly as you are meeting you, exactly where you are. The breath flows in again, drawing energy from beyond the body. Prana enters through pores, carried on cosmic winds. Cells drink deeply, replenishing reserves, thought lost forever. DNA strands unwind slightly, allowing dormant codes to activate. Ancient knowledge, buried beneath generations, awakens. You remember who you were before names and stories began. Before roles were assigned or expectations placed upon you. Back when wonder lived in every blink and every heartbeat. When joy bubbled up spontaneously like spring water. That childlike openness returns now fresh and untainted. Curiosity replaces worry, excitement replaces dread. Possibility opens wide, like petals greeting dawn. The future stretches ahead, not as obligation, but invitation. To create, to explore, to experience, without judgment. The past recedes, becoming simply reference rather than rule. Lessons learned remain accessible, but not burdensome. Forgiveness flows easily, both giving and receiving. Hearts heal faster, now strengthened by this new foundation. The frequency holds steady, keeping you grounded in truth. It cuts through illusion, revealing what truly matters. Relationships realign based on authenticity instead of convenience. Decisions arise from clarity rather than confusion. You understand clearly what serves growth and what does not. Letting go happens naturally when the value is seen. Holding on also happens naturally when worth is recognized. Balance comes not from effort, but from alignment. Your actions flow seamlessly from intention unclouded. Purpose reveals itself not as destination, but expression of who you are becoming rather than who you've been. The breath continues its work, cycling energy inwardly. Circulation improves, carrying nutrients to every corner. Waste products release smoothly, exiting through breath and skin. The lymphatic system clears congestion built up over years. Immune responses strengthen, bolstered by peaceful intent. The digestive fire burns cleanly, processing experiences. Rather than storing trauma, bodies learn to transform. The frequency assists in this metabolic renewal. It tunes organs to resonate with health and vitality. Hormones balance, adjusting to meet present needs. Adrenal glands rest, finally able to trust again. The thyroid regulates mood, lifting spirits gently. Reproductive systems awaken creativity in all forms. Sexual energy transforms into creative force, driving innovation, inspiration, and authentic connection with others, rooted in mutual respect and care. Love becomes action, flowing freely without condition. Boundaries emerge naturally, protecting while remaining open. Communication deepens, bypassing ego filters entirely. Truth speaks directly from soul to soul. Misunderstandings melt away, replaced by shared understanding. Community builds organically around common values. Service arises naturally from abundance within. Giving and receiving happen simultaneously in perfect exchange. Gratitude permeates interactions, recognizing interdependence. The breath turns inward, once more pulling you deeper still. Past physical sensations into emotional territory. Feelings arise and pass without needing interpretation. They are acknowledged, witnessed, and released naturally. Anger surfaces briefly, then dissolves, leaving space for peace. Sadness moves through cleansing tears, already dried. Loneliness touches, briefly reminding you of human need. But connection returns stronger, having faced the shadow. Jealousy appears momentarily, showing comparison wounds. Envy whispers stories of inadequacy, quickly dispelled. Insecurity trembles slightly, then finds solid ground beneath. Confidence grows from within rather than external validation. Self-worth stabilizes independent of achievement or praise. Worthiness becomes inherent, understood at cellular level. The frequency reinforces this knowing, embedding it deeply. It sings softly to subconscious layers, rewriting limiting scripts. Beliefs formed in youth give way to mature perspectives. Fears lose power when met with compassionate attention. The breath supports this inner reconciliation, carrying courage into vulnerable spaces. Trauma releases, not violently, but tenderly, like petals opening slowly to morning sun. Old wounds receive fresh oxygen, revitalizing hope. Scars become symbols of resilience rather than shame. The nervous system learns new ways to respond. Trigger points deactivate, losing their charge. Reflexes recalibrate, choosing calm over chaos. The amygdala relaxes, trusting higher reasoning centers. The prefrontal cortex activates planning from wisdom rather than reactive impulse decisions serve highest good. Intuition strengthens guiding choices aligned with purpose. Logic integrates gracefully with emotional intelligence. The breath deepens, inviting expansion beyond known limits. Consciousness widens, encompassing broader realities. Multidimensional awareness emerges effortlessly. Time and space bend, accommodating expanded perception. You observe life from multiple angles simultaneously, seeing causes and effects clearly interconnected. Karma resolves not through punishment, but learning. Patterns repeat until insight transforms them. The frequency holds space for these revelations. Its tone remains constant, amidst shifting insights, offering stability while consciousness evolves. Growth occurs naturally, without strain or struggle. You accept change as part of natural rhythm. Death becomes transition rather than ending. Birth represents continuation rather than beginning. Cycles complete themselves in divine timing. The breath slows almost imperceptibly now, matching the pulse of universal creation. Inhalation draws starlight into cellular structure. Exhalation releases earthly concerns into void. You float between dimensions, experiencing both. Fully embodied, yet transcendently aware. The duality resolves into unity consciousness. Separation proves to be illusion maintained by belief. Connection exists inherently regardless of circumstance. Distance measured in miles becomes irrelevant. Distance measured in degrees of separation vanishes. All beings share same essence, expressed uniquely. The frequency bridges differences, creating harmony. It translates languages spoken silently between souls. Hearts beat together, synchronized across oceans. Minds merge, temporarily sharing collective knowing. The breath sustains this communion effortlessly, nourishing spirit bodies as well as physical ones. Energy transfers occur without loss or gain. Abundance circulates freely among participants. The frequency strengthens bonds forged in truth, weakens ties based on manipulation or control. Honest relationships flourish in this atmosphere. Dishonest ones reveal themselves for what they are. The breath continues cycling, maintaining equilibrium between inner and outer, between personal and universal, between individual journey and collective evolution. Integration occurs seamlessly as intended. You embody both teacher and student, both seeker and sought, both question and answer, both listener and song. The frequency holds this paradox lovingly, allowing contradictions to coexist peacefully. Certainty gives way to comfortable uncertainty. Answers arrive precisely when questions are ready. The breath guides you ever deeper now, beyond personality traits into essential nature. beyond social constructs into authentic identity, beyond temporary roles into eternal presence. You recognize yourself as pure awareness, witnessing thoughts, emotions, and sensations without identifying with any single experience. You are the space in which all unfolds. The frequency resonates with this recognition, confirming what intuition has always whispered. You are more than flesh, more than name, more than history, more than story told. You are light condensed into form, sound crystallized into matter, love shaped into personhood, wisdom encoded into DNA. The breath carries you closer to source, where all streams converge into ocean, where all paths lead home, where all seeking ends in finding. You arrive not somewhere else, but right here, fully present, fully awake, fully alive. The frequency wraps around you like cloak, shielding against doubt, reinforcing certainty. Peace settles permanently into bone marrow. Joy bubbles up from solar plexus. Compassion radiates from heart center. Clarity beams forth from third eye. Grounding anchors through root chakra. Creativity flows freely through sacral gateway. Expression pours forth unhindered through throat. The breath completes its final cycle now, drawing together all threads of this experience, weaving them into tapestry of transformed awareness. You emerge renewed, yet unchanged, different yet fundamentally the same, ready to walk among people, carrying within you sanctuary of silence. The frequency remains embedded in your cells, ready to activate whenever called upon. You carry this peace with you always, returning to it whenever needed. The breath returns to normal rhythm gradually, but the memory of deep stillness lingers. You settle back into ordinary consciousness, but ordinary feels extraordinary now. Simple moments sparkle with hidden meaning. Everyday encounters hold sacred potential. The frequency continues playing softly, reminding you of truth discovered today. You are loved unconditionally, accepted completely, worthy simply by virtue of existing. The journey inward complete. The return return path illuminated. Whenever you choose to travel again, the door stands open forever. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. There is nothing you must hold onto anymore. Nothing needs your attention except this moment. The weight of the day begins to lift away from your shoulders. Each breath carries it further and further from you. The images that were so vivid moments ago begin to fade now. They drift away like clouds moving slowly across a twilight sky, leaving behind only the feeling of release, only the quiet satisfaction of having arrived somewhere safe. You don't need to see anything now. Your mind can rest from watching. Your eyes can remain still and comfortable. There is no more searching required of you. The gentle hum that has B-E-E-N Chinese letter, Chinese letter, Chinese letter, you all this time grows warmer. It wraps around your thoughts like a soft cloth. Cushioning each one before it floats away. You notice how much lighter everything feels. As if someone has quietly removed a heavy coat you didn't realize you were wearing. Your breathing naturally deepens, filling spaces inside you that had grown quiet. This is how restoration begins. Not with effort or force, but with the simple recognition that you are ready. Ready to let go of what no longer serves. Ready to receive what wants to come forward. Feel how your body responds to this invitation. Muscles that have been holding tension finally remember what relaxation feels like. Joints settle into their natural alignment. Your spine releases its careful vigilance. This is your body's wisdom speaking, telling you it knows exactly what it needs. And that need is being met right now. In this space between breath and silence, the resonance doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its quiet work while you rest, moving through your system like warm water, clearing pathways that have become dusty with neglect. Your nervous system recognizes this frequency. It's the same rhythm that exists in healthy sleep, the same pulse that governs deep recovery. Your body knows what to do with this. Trust flows in as easily as breath. There is no need to understand every detail. Just like you don't need to know how your heart beats. To trust that it will continue beating. That same intelligence lives in every cell of your being. Wiser than any amount of thinking could ever be. More reliable than any external guidance. This inner knowing is always available to you. Especially in moments like these, when the surface noise of daily life settles down and the deeper currents can be felt. These currents carry everything you need. Nourishment for tired places, comfort for areas that have felt alone, renewal for parts that have been working too hard, all of it arriving without any effort on your part. This is how healing happens, not through pushing or forcing, but through allowing and receiving. Like rain falling on thirsty ground. Notice how your thoughts have slowed down. They move more like gentle fish now, swimming peacefully in the background of your awareness, rather than demanding all of your attention. This is the difference between surviving and thriving, between simply getting through the day and actually living within it. You've remembered something important. That peace isn't something you have to create. It's something you step into. Like walking into a room where the temperature is just right, where everything about the atmosphere says welcome. Your system is designed for this. Every nerve ending, every hormonal pathway, every cellular process. They all know the language of deep rest. They respond to it the way flowers respond to sunlight, opening naturally, releasing their full potential. You are witnessing your own unfolding, the way your being expands when it feels truly safe. How much more of yourself becomes available when you're not spending energy protecting yourself. This is what safety feels like. Warmth that comes from within, rather than conditions outside of you. It travels with you everywhere. This peace is always here, whenever you need it, whenever you want to return to this feeling. It will be waiting, like a favorite blanket folded at the foot of your bed, like a door that's always unlocked, like the sound of your own name spoken with love. you can find your way back here anytime. Through a single conscious breath, through the memory of this sensation, through the quiet recognition that you are enough, exactly as you are. There is no special technique required, no complicated steps to remember, just the simple willingness to pause, to listen, to trust what you already know. Your inner wisdom has BEEN Chinese letter, Chinese letter, Chinese letter, you all along, even during the busiest moments, even when it seemed like there was no time to hear it. It never left you. It simply waited patiently for moments exactly like this one, when you could finally slow down enough to notice. Feel how complete this moment is, how whole you feel right now, without needing to change anything, without trying to fix anything. This completeness lies beneath every experience, under every emotion, under every thought that passes through. It's the constant beneath the changing, the stillness within which all movement happens. You don't have to create this stillness. You only have to recognize it, to remember that it has always been there, even when you couldn't feel it, even when life felt chaotic, even when everything seemed uncertain. This center holds steady. Allow yourself to sink into this knowing. Let it fill up spaces you didn't even know were empty. Let it remind you of your own resilience, your own capacity for renewal. You've done this before, found your way back to center, remembered who you really are, beneath all the roles and responsibilities, beneath all the expectations and pressures, beneath all the noise and distraction. There is a part of you that remains untouched, untouched by worry, untouched by doubt, untouched by the need to prove anything. This part of you simply is calm, complete, connected to everything that matters. You can feel this connection now, the thread that links your heart to the hearts of others, the invisible bridge between your breath and the world's breath. You are never truly separate. Even when you feel alone, even when you feel misunderstood, even when the distance seems vast, connection is always there, woven through the fabric of existence itself, holding everything together, including you, including this moment. Let this understanding settle into your bones, into your bloodstream, into the deepest layers of your being, so that whenever you need to remember, you can call upon this knowing, not as a concept, but as a lived experience, something you have felt with your whole self. The resonance continues to flow through you, carrying with it all the gifts of deep rest, of integration, of coming home to yourself. Each wave of it brings something new, some piece of healing you weren't ready for before, some insight that can only arrive in stillness, some release that can only happen when you stop trying so hard. This is the paradox of transformation, that we must first arrive before we can truly move forward. We must first be still before we can take meaningful action. We must first remember our wholeness before we can engage with the broken pieces of our experience. You are gathering strength now, not the kind that comes from pushing harder, but the kind that comes from aligning with truth, with love, with the natural rhythm of your own becoming. This strength will carry you forward, not as a burden, but as a gentle current, supporting each step you take, each choice you make, each breath you draw. From this place of deep knowing, you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do, being exactly who you need to be, right here, right now, in this perfect moment of arrival, where everything that needs attention can finally receive it, where everything that needs rest can finally find it, where everything that needs love can finally feel it. This is your sanctuary, your refuge, your place of true belonging, not because of anything you've done, but because of who you are. At the core of your being, beyond all conditioning, beyond all story, you are loved, you are held, you are home, and and you always have been. Sleep now. Until we meet again in the quiet.